Hey everybody, welcome to Classrooms Who Write. This is Brad. Today we are going to hear from student author Ryan. He published a bookcast on Write About earlier this year, and I got to talk to him. So he's going to share his insight after you hear his cast. He'll share some tips about creating a podcast as a piece of writing or a piece of writing as a podcast. You're also going to hear from his teacher, Mr. Nuismer from Portage Central Middle School in Portage, Michigan. Enjoy.
Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Ryan, back with another podcast about the book The Crossover by Kwame Alexander. So far, I've read halfway through the book, and it's amazing. I love reading it. In my first post, my prediction was that the main character, Josh, would be living life and then have something awful happen to him, and it will affect him in a big way. We first meet Josh in the story, and he calls himself a baller. He also has a pretty cool nickname, Filthy McNasty. He wants to be a pro basketball player when he grows up. Josh also has a twin brother named Jordan, but he likes to be called JB. Josh's dad, Chuck Bell, used to play basketball in the EuroLeague. In the story, Josh, JB, and their best friend Vondi are at lunch at school, and they see this new girl. JB and Vondi think that she is cute, but Josh doesn't, and he just ignores them. But at the following basketball game, the new girl goes to the game, and she is impressed by the game-winning play by the twins. JB and the new girl spend a lot of time together, and then they start a relationship. Josh doesn't like it at all. Josh doesn't want the relationship to continue because JB would be spending less time with Josh, and he doesn't want that. He is also considered the third wheel. My prediction for the rest of the book is that the relationship between the new girl and JB will end, and their basketball team will win the state championship. So that's going to wrap it up, guys. Thanks for listening, and I will see you guys in the next podcast. So, I wanted to do a podcast because, vlogging, it's not particularly, one of the things, I like to do. So, and I listen to a lot of podcasts, so I think I'd be, in the same, I'd be more comfortable doing it. And especially with a sports book, I listen to a lot of sports podcasts. I know, what to tell about, what are the key parts and, a sports type of summary. And when I finally got it together, I thought that it was really good, and I thought that Mr. Nuismer would really like it, and I also thought that it was one of the best writings I ever did. So, not to brag.
Please do. That's a good feeling. So how is it kind of different when you're just doing a piece of writing that you think someone's going to just read versus you're doing a piece of writing that you know is going to be spoken out loud and listened to? How is that kind of the same or different?
Well, you got to put some emphasis into the recording or writing, and you have to put a lot of some figurative language. For example, you got to use a lot of exclamation points and describing words, I think. And you got to talk pretty loud, make big you have to make unusual word choices, I think. And yeah.
Why did you make those choices, Ryan?
Oh, because bigger is better.
Who are you thinking about when you make those choices?
Sports fans, when it comes to my particular book.
So you're thinking about people that are gonna like your audience?
Yeah, my audience.
Okay.
I'd recommend to not be really bland. Be yourself when you're recording, and put your own personality into your own personal spin into what you're trying to record or write about.
Hey, thanks for celebrating Ryan's writing with us today. How does audio make you a better writer? And how does audio amplify the writers in your classroom? We'd love to hear your thoughts on Anchor. Keep listening and keep writing.